Rishila warkweru maswanganyi lamu losakwetingo kahle mina namuntlha ni zina ta mitikiselo no lava hi bulanyana hi just this issue of loyalty and faithfulness. My advice is on black people and black entrepreneurship. The idea behind entrepreneurship is to create or make wealth. So when the purpose is to create or make wealth, you need to find a good way of making sure that it does not only make wealth for yourself, but it also empowers other people. When you are in business, it must not be only about you, but it must also have meaning or life to the next person who is a direct or even an indirect beneficiary from your business. The business, we must have business and be able to hire people. When we hire people, we must be able to pay them. And when we pay them, we must pay them a living salary, not just something to keep them close to us. Most businesses, we have one problem, got the business, we don't pay enough. I'm talking about black people. I am aware of black entrepreneurs. So I'm advising you to pay people accordingly and in the right way. What do I mean by these things? In business, I don't need to tirhisa the calculator. He va realistic. He twisisa ku ri vatirhi va hakela ti rent, va na transport and so on and so forth. And then swakudya swi famba mali muni. I'm talking about small businesses. So guys, you must be able to understand these things. You must study these things and be able to know, okay, if I'm paying my employee this much and they are staying in this area and this area costs this much, does this person have enough for investment? Does this person have enough for other savings? Does this person have enough to be able to support even other people? Okay? This is not slavery. When it comes to employment, you are helping someone to achieve something. But if the salary you are paying somebody is not enough to sustain the person's personal life, not just luxury personal life, but then just basic things, then there is something wrong about this that particular employment. Now, what do I mean? Because I titled this message on the issue of rewarding loyalty. There are certain employees who are loyal and faithful to the business. Guys, before we get to the loyalty of the business, we must also understand the fact that a business is only sustained by 2 or 3 things. Quality leadership styles by the entrepreneur himself or herself. Again, there is another thing which is very much important. The customers who are faithful and loyal to the business. Those kind of people are very much important in the business. When you have faithful or loyal customers in your business, you must be able to reward your customers in a rightful way, in a way that makes them feel like, okay, this business is really worth my support. This business is really worth my attention. Now, if you have loyal customers, you have faithful customers, you need to be faithful in making sure that you don't compromise the quality of the service you render to them or the products that you give to them. Again, one very important thing in a business, it is the engine of the business. Don't be fooled. Employees are very much important in business. You need to have the right employees. You need to make sure that you have the right quality employees to make sure that they understand your vision. Or I spoke about your vision. If you are in business and your employees don't know your vision, your goals, my friend, it's not the business, it's not the people who have a problem, it's yourself. So you need to make sure that your employees understand your vision so that they work knowing well that, okay, here they're helping me achieving this vision by doing this and this and this and this. If we want to sabotage you, well, we can sabotage you. That's if I'm working for you. But then in this case, I'm giving a general advice. Guys, If you are in a good business, you need to make sure that you have good employees who are loyal to you and the business itself. If you have people who are faithful to your business and the job, you must make sure that they love their job. You must make sure that they enjoy their job. If I am in a job and I'm not enjoying, it's not me who will suffer. It's the job that will suffer. There are certain chores and responsibilities that I won't carry out because I'm not happy. You need to know the skills of your employees. Guys, how do you hire somebody without understanding the person? You need to understand someone's personality. Yeshangi zamanyana mukomanyana 50 rand lewa. I should be angry. No, one day you just thank your employees and say, guys, let's go out. I'm not advertising Nando's, but really it is advisable to sometimes take your employees, even if you don't take them out, but bring them lunch or something. Be able to reward your people. When they have done a good job in one of the good days, be able to say, guys, thank you so much. You've done me a pretty good job. Or you've done a pretty good job while it's business or it's work. It's job, Mara. Be able to reward your people. It's not buying them. It's thanking them. It's actually dog cancer. Make sure you cancer. When you are able to advise people on business, and you are able to make sure that they do what you want in your business, what they do, even do what you need and what is needed in the business. Sometimes it's not that your employees are not there for you, but the thing is that you are not there for them. As a result, they are unable to be faithful for you, but they are faithful to themselves. Well, some of us, we tend, let me not talk about myself. I have different cases that I can discuss concerning myself and my job or the business that I am in. There is a fine line between a business person and a person who is in business. You must understand that. We need good qualities in business. Hello, I see you, my good people. The important part of business is making sure that there is profit coming in and you cut loss, and in that way never fail to reward those who are helping you cut loss, those who are helping you have profit. Guys, make sure that you pay your employees on time if you are in business. Okay, when you pay your people on time, it helps them enjoy what they are doing. It means that they have certainty or job security. Some of us, we work because of job security. If I was dead sure that one stupid thing about you black people, or you my people, sorry, let's forget about the race issue or these other things. If you are in business, make sure that your people enjoy their work. Some of these salaries that you guys pay are not enough to pay for a student, and yet you are hiring people with families. For instance, I have 3 students, and I give each 5,000 every month, and I have employees that I pay 4,000 every month. Good people, let's check these things. Am I fair to the people that I've hired? I find it not right. If you find that you can live by less than 4,000 and you pay 3,000, my friend, you are not fair. Try to be fair when you are helping people. Make sure that whatever you do, it's to the benefit of both you and your business people. So, my advice in this case is that make sure that you apply fairness. You cannot buy loyalty. You can only reward it. We work for different companies. We work for PEP. We work for ShopRite. We work for Perfect Water. I work for Perfect Water. But then, guys, we are not here to make a living. We are here to balance our lives. And if we balance our lives and there is something which is not fair in helping us balancing our lives, then we tend to hate that. If my job is not helping me achieve what I at least should be achieving, do you think I will enjoy my job? It is very difficult. So guys, when you are in business, try by all means to make sure that you reward your people accordingly. Pay your employees on time and pay your employees the right salaries. Create fair working opportunities or working environments, and also make sure that your rules are fair and up to standard. And try to be available for your people. If I have 6 employees and I'm only close to 1, what do you think will happen to the other 5? The other 5 may plot against me. The other 5 may plot against the 6th employee. Try to balance your relationship. In business, sometimes these things that we do in business, they hurt other people. Let's try by all means to make sure that whatever we do in business is balancing other people's lives and ourselves as well. When you go into business, it's for you. It's not for me. It's for you. But if you know that you need other people in order to make sure that your business is a success, then you better make sure that you treat other people right. Okay? It's just a little advice on the issue of fairness. Guys, there is another thing that you guys should be careful on. The issue of keeping people for too long and they invest in you, you make more profit and they earn nothing at the end of the day. Like for instance, I want to give you an example. Got the business, you guys, you black people. I'm just trying to be fair and realistic when I advise you. Look at it in this way. You work for somebody or you have somebody working for you, and this person works 5 years. And this person is not registered, or well, even if the person is registered, look at it in this way. Somebody is working for you and their money that is being deducted, UIF and what. It's less than 300 rands. 300 rands. Look at it in this way. 300 rands multiplied by 12. It gives us 3,600. This person has worked for you and then they have worked 5 years. After 5 years, the money is 18,000. If it's 18,000, do you think if somebody is to leave your company and they only have 18,000, how long will that last them? What will that do for them? Well, look at your children. Is it enough to pay school fees for a year or for 2 years? Guys, let's try to be realistic. I want to give you an example with this thing. Somebody's working for you and their UIF is too low or too little, or there is no UIF at all. And this person has worked for you for 5 years. And after 5 years, they only have 18,000. Well, let's say, for instance, it's got an interest of, about 15%, which makes it 20,700 minus 18,000. That means this person has earned only 2,700 interest. Guys, just imagine 5 years and you only have a profit of 2,700 rands, whereas you were making 30,000 or 100,000 profit for somebody and you only have 2,700. Guys, some of these jobs that we do are not worth it. You need to have the right skills, you need to have the right knowledge and the right reasoning in order to understand these things. Look at it. This thing, I'm only showing you because I need you to understand when you are working. You must be able to calculate this thing right. Look, there is an amount of 300 rands that you are paying. Let's say, for instance, you are working and you are earning, you are earning 3,000, for instance. Take 10% of that, which is 300 rands. You have a policy with, you have an investment policy, an old mutual or momentum or whatever. I don't care, but as long as it's something which will be able to give you good returns at the end of the day. Look, you pay 300 rand every month. We multiply that by 12. It gives us 3,600. You multiply that by 5. It gives us 18,000. Guys, if you can work for 3,000 and pay an investment of 300 rand every month, just to make sure that after 5 years you have at least 18,000, this can be wise. This helps you have some kind of security. But wait, I don't care how much. I gave an example before earlier here. I said 18,000. You add 15% interest, it gives you 20,000, and it's not enough. It's very little. You just need to be realistic on these things. If you are wise, my friend, wherever you are, you can do these things if you are earning enough money. If you are having an excess of about 3,000 rand, 10,000 rand after you have done everything at the end of the month, you can be able to invest for your cousin, your brother, your sister, your aunt. This can help them. They may have a child now. After 10 years, this can be able to cover your cousin's son or whatever, school fees, those kind of things. Your brother, a friend, or your late friend, possibly. These things are very much helpful. I'm not lying to you. But I want to show you something. As much as this thing can earn you this money, or you can have that much without realizing it or without feeling it, it's just some sacrifices. Guys, if you can take 300 rands, you buy airtime, you start selling airtime, it can give you more profit than this thing does in 5 years. You can have that profit of 2,700 within 2 years. In 2 months, you can be having that money, depending on how hard are you working, or how is the market where you are, or where the business is. So guys, instead of these investments, you can also opt for businesses, small businesses. But let me give you a little example. Loko wo vana vanhu va 20 lavo nga va nyika xitoko xa 2,000 rands. 2,000 rand multiplied by 20, that is 40,000. Some of you do get 40,000. Sometimes loko me bonasa, you get 40,000, 50,000, 60,000. Guys, you can have a good investment. Just imagine if these people are to bring in 30% interest, it makes it 52,000 rands. That's profit. You have just earned about from 40,000 to 52,000. That's just 12,000, and you can do this in just 1 month. Then obe profit ye liane aufanke la blah blah 2,700. Look, you've just made 12,000 in just 1 month. It's just a matter of strategies and knowing the right decisions. Guys, I don't want to lie to you. The decision is yours. You can do these things in a good way. You can always have good money. But it matters how you deal with this. Imagine if these guys, they've made you 12,000 and you pay each one of them good money, and you're still covering their rent and other things or whatever. Guys, make sure you take care of your employees. Guys, I love you so much. I wish you well in your businesses. God loves you so much. If you can stick to God's business, God will always take care of you. God will mashanganyi nimeranza swinene en'wana gijoje rongo mambo mapori nimeranza swinene mbina gwenako. Bye bye. Mikateka, consider investing, consider helping someone out. If you can manage these things right, you can